Hi, my name is Jay Oza, and I had recently recorded a video that gave few tips on how one can be more comfortable speaking in front of a camera, the way I'm doing it right now. And I gave 5 tips. One was put an empty chair, so that represents an audience member that you're trying to serve. The second tip was have a conversation. So by that I mean asking questions and kind of guiding your audience to a destination. Without that, they're going to get lost. So you have to kind of help them. The third tip was that it is hard to focus on that camera while you're speaking, especially if your speech is a little bit longer than a few minutes. So I recommended that perhaps by doing some meditation and focusing, start out with 10 seconds, work your way up to 20, 30, etc., maybe a couple of minutes, so that you are looking straight into that aperture, right into that camera. And that's kind of important because when you don't do that, when people are watching it, they get distracted because you're not focusing on them. So you have to look at it from your audience point of view. The fourth tip was that you do have to act because like right now I'm speaking in this empty room, it's just me and that camera, but once it's recorded, it's not me and camera, it's me and many, dozens, hundreds or thousands and perhaps millions of people who could potentially view this video. So you have to act. It's kind of difficult, but hey, you know what? If you don't like it, you can re-record it or erase it. The fifth tip is preparation, right? You do have to prepare for preparation. You can't just wing it because if you wing it, when people are watching it, they're going to be able to tell. Okay, so those were my 5 tips. But there was one other tip that I kind of left out when I when the feedback I received, people liked it, but then I realized that there was one other important tip that could help you. And it kind of relates to the empty chair. If you have somebody who really wants to work with you and help you, whether it's your spouse, a colleague, a friend, or whomever, what you can do is you can have that person sitting on that empty, well, not empty now, could be sitting on the chair, and give out questions. So the person may ask a question like, why is speaking in front of a camera important? Let's see if that was the question. What you can do then is take a brief pause while the recording is still going on so that you can edit it out later using the YouTube video editor or any editor. So let's say the question was, hey Jay, why is speaking in front of a camera important? Pause. Then I'll ask that question. Okay, so, why is the speaking in front of a camera so important? And at this point, I go into my answers like I'm having a conversation, but I'm not looking at that person. See, normally, when that question is asked, you're directly looking. But remember, in this case, you're looking into the camera. But this way, at least that person, whoever's willing to work with you, is helping you out by asking that question, pause, repeat the question, boom, answer it directly into the camera. Okay, so keep doing that with few questions so you're having that conversation. Okay, that was the whole point of this. Now, let's say you're not comfortable with having somebody sitting in the room while you're not even looking at it. You can be more creative and get a speakerphone, put your phone on a speaker, and do the same thing. Have the person ask the question, take a pause, repeat the question, answer it directly into the camera. And then again, all of these things can be edited out. But the whole exercise is so that when you stitch these different segments together or different questions together on the video, it comes across as a continuous a video. And that way you'll get more comfortable on what it would be like if you were having that conversation with somebody. So I hope this tip helps. I don't do this because I think I've gotten past it, but look, there are people who have tremendous amount of anxiety when they're speaking in front of a camera. And I can see why, because it's not natural. Like right now, I'm just speaking directly into the camera. There's nobody else in the room. But again, let me emphasize, this is a very important skill. Don't just dismiss it and say, oh, I'm never going to do this or this and that. This is the way you're going to become successful. If you can get a video out there that clearly, crisply, and in a compelling manner make sense, conveys a message, people are going to notice you. This is how you get attention. Okay? So practice this. Practice it and practice it till you really get comfortable. Good luck.